and welcome back to the White Sox franchise here on Rig Gaming. We're getting right into this game against the Baltimore Orioles here. James Paxton versus Dean Kramer. And we're starting off pretty hot for the season. 16-11 so far. Had the A's earlier in the season for 2 series, 7 games total, and we swept all of those. So that'll definitely give us a little boost when it comes to record. But we've overall had a pretty good start to the season. We look to play well here at Camden Yards in the final game of the series, as it's a split series so far, 1-1, both one-run games as well. So let's see if we're able to get into this, put a nice hitting clinic together, and get to Dean Kramer early. As a little bit of some lineup changes as we are about 30 games in. We see Benintendi move up to leadoff. Garrett Hampson's now in the 2 spot. A couple other things. And then Evan Carter on the bench now with a 140 or so average. So he might be getting sent down. Alec Thomas, who's hitting very well in AAA, could get the call up. So we could see some roster moves a little bit in this episode as well. We'll see who's hitting well, who isn't hitting well as we get fully through this month. But 1-1 now to Benintendi. A nice cutter by Kramer. But with a lot of people struggling, this could really give opportunities to the guys down in AAA to come up, maybe hit well. Even regardless of rating, if they hit well, why would I send them down? So I'm interested to see how some people play as more opportunity opens up. And now a 2-2 count here to Benintendi. As in this game, we'll probably get into a minor league, or this episode will probably get into a minor league game as well. See a couple of players. Now Benintendi hits one down to first base. Easy play over there. Steps on the bag. And now looking over our lineup, we see Jake Berger, one of our main power threats, hitting a 187. Tim Anderson, a guy who hit almost 330 last year for most of the season, batting 216. So we see a couple people just struggling, not really playing up to their potential. But now Garrett Hampson steps on in. Swings through that one. Garrett Hampson has done pretty well as a free agent signing. Through the first month or so, at almost a 280 average, using his speed well. So he was a nice little pickup, and hopefully I can get him a little bit more speed throughout this organization as well. But 2-1 now after the high cutter. As Garrett Hampson is just trying to get on base, get something going. And he will do just that. Hits it hard to third base and right past the dive. A 1-run single gives us an early base runner. And now Gavin Sheets, one of the hottest hitters in baseball. 366, he's in third in the home runs. Takes the low cutter. Tied for 4th. 16 RBIs, and we see almost a 125 OPS. Very, very good start to the season for Sheets. As we always knew, he had the hitting potential to do it. It was just whether he would put it all together. As taking the first 2 for balls, it's a 2-0 count. And that is hit hard into right field, and it'll hit off the glove and drop on in. were able to get to second pretty easily. Wasn't really sure if it was going to be dropping or not. But Gavin Sheets continues his hot hitting. Drops off of Santander's glove. And now Jake Berger looking to drive in some early runs here potentially. Take it inside. He's definitely been struggling as a 567 OPS. So we could definitely be looking to put him on the bench for maybe a week or two. Get him some pinch hit opportunities. As it just doesn't seem like he has it so far in the early parts of this season. But it's nice as we go through the season, we get more storylines, we get to look around the league a little bit. A nice curveball right there by Kremer. After this game as well, we'll take a look around the MLB, see some standings. As we'll take that curveball outside for a ball. Still trying to get on the board. Trying to force Clemmer to throw a strike. The 2-2 is in there. Popped up to center field. Not deep enough to send Garrett Hampson, I think. Definitely could have with the throw offline. But that will be 2 outs and Tim Anderson. 644 OPS, so he's definitely struggling as well as on top of his average. We'll take that one. Just didn't get the call for Kremer. 1 out. Or 1-0, 2 on, 2 out. Nice circle change by Kremer. Tim had a very good year last year, hit over 300. There's a strike on the pitch that was called a ball. They're all in the same little spot. But 1-2 now. Oh my, I thought it was a curveball. Damn it. We'll leave 2 on. James Paxton now comes out for his 6th start of the year. 4.73 ERA. He's doing okay as we go through this season. Now Cedric Mullins comes to the plate. 245 average, the all-star center fielder for the Orioles. His 2023 in real life has been something to watch. Whether it's making defensive plays, hitting well, as he dunks that one in front of Benintendi, who just didn't want to make the play, I guess. Quite interesting, as the Orioles have a leadoff base runner. And now Ramon Urias, starting off very slow, 178, a home run and 10 RBIs. We'll watch that one. Low for a ball, a quick 2-0. Paxton fires it back in there to get back in for a strike. And even it up. But Paxton is somebody we brought in to eat up innings, hopefully be a good influence on people, and maybe at the trade deadline we can move him to a contender depending on what the record is. As Ramon Urias will walk, and now Austin Hayes will hit with 2 out, 2 on. Hitting 290 on the season, and a very solid hit player over the last couple of years. Now the 1-1 is driven deep to left field, and that's gonna be over the wall for a home run. As Paxton hung a curveball, I just should have put it a little bit inside. And the Orioles are quickly in the lead, 3-0. As Austin Hayes hits a home run, deep out to that new left field. 405, hit it as far as you. Definitely should not have pitched it there regardless. Nice backdoor cutter by Paxton to get ahead 0-1. But a lot of the guys I brought in are kind of prove-it contracts. Even Kopech, as I touched on last episode, you know, we haven't really seen them actually perform well. Paxton works it inside for a ball, 2-2. And Santander fouls that one off. But, as I was saying, like, Jack Flaherty hasn't really had a good simulation. So, we're trying to see if we can get any type of value off of these guys. And the 2-2 once again. Still trying to find the first out of the inning, as we are getting continuous foul balls from Santander right now. And there he swings and misses. You get the first out, first strikeout as well. And now first baseman Ryan Mountcastle. 283 on the season so far. 5 home runs, 16 RBI. So a good start to the first month for him. Swinging through that one. Quick 0-2. Opportunity to get back-to-back strikeouts. And he will do just that. And now Adley Rutschman. 282, switch hitting catcher out of Oklahoma State. One of the best college players of our generation, I would say, the last 10 years. And he's going to ground out to short. The play is made, as Austin Hayes puts the Orioles up early with a 3-run home run. And now into the second inning. Edward Olivares hitting 200 on the season, but 15 RBIs. And Olivares hits one hard down the line. Not enough though, as Mountcastle snags that one up. And now Colton Wong having an okay season so far. 20 hits, 290 average through the first month. Felt like he would be able to come in and, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I feel like he would be able to come in, you know, be a guy that can platoon, play where needed. With Jake Berger probably losing at-bats soon, that'll open up more at-bats for Colton Wong and whoever else can play over in the infield. As he's going to slap that one down the third base line. 34 speed, but he'll hustle on in. He'll beat the throw, and there's a one-out double for Colton Wong. As he gets it on the barrel, lets it travel, puts it down the line. As Andrew Vaughn with an RBI opportunity here. And he's going to hit that up the middle. Colton Wong is not going to test that. 34 speed was not enough for me to be confident. And now Sebi Zavala. 283 so far. He splits at-bats with Carlos Perez at catcher. Zavala gets the righty at-bats. Carlos Perez gets the righty. But AAA, we have Edgar Cuero, as we could look to call him up soon, and Sebi says, hold on. He drives that one up the middle, gets it through, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Hits it hard enough, gets it by the double play infield, and Benintendi looks to keep the hit streak going at 3 right now. Watches that one go outside for a ball. But 1-0 right now. Benintendi always a guy that's gonna put the ball in play, as he definitely does there. Shoulda let it go, damn it.
That's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
That's not gonna work.
First and second with 2 outs. Garrett Hampson steps to the plate for the White Sox.
And now Garrett Hampson, 1 for 1 already on the day with a nice base hit to right field. Trying to use his speed to get something.
In there, and it's 0-1.
He'll take that one. Called for a strike. Nice pitch there.
The lead runner out at second. Zavala on at first with 2 down.
And now.
And he's down
Oh!
2 as he swings through it.
Did not move the PCI like I wanted to. That's not gonna work. 0-2 now, Garrett Hampson.
The 0-2. That's to third.
He grounds one. The play is bobbled. And everybody's gonna be safe. And now, there's a bases loaded opportunity for the hottest hitter in baseball, some would say. Gavin Sheets has effectively broken out here to start the second season. Trying to continue that and establish himself as a guy that we should build around, that people should be talking about. Taking the fastball outside. As we're already almost 20 minutes into this game, and it's still only the second inning. A lot has happened. And that's going to be grounded to first base. Play will be made. And that will do.
And this is now a 3.
Oh, very, very disappointing. At least we got one. And now we're back. Aaron Hicks, 13-game hit streak, no home runs, 3 RBIs. What an interesting stat. He has always been a better right-handed hitter. So, I guess this might treat him well, as he's going to half swing and go around. 0-2 now, trying to get him inside here. Not going to do it. That is far too high. The 1-2 though is on the corner. Nice pitch by James Paxton. It seems like the cutter for a lot of my pitchers works very, very well. I feel like I get a lot of swing and misses. I feel like they locate it. But 0-1 now. Jordan Westberg, former top prospect with them, and he's gonna rip that one down the third base line. Benintendi will cut it off, and it will be a hard hit single. Jordan Westberg gets on base. Gunnar Henderson now hitting .294 on the season. He's definitely a much weaker hitter versus left-handed hitter. Or pitchers, sorry. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Jordan Westberg on first. Does not take the extra step this time. That's going to be swung through on the cutter. A 1-2 count now to Gunnar Henderson, who strikes out on a curveball. 2 outs now. Cedric Mullins to the plate. The 1-0 is on the inside. That called for a strike. That's going to be strike 2. A snap throw to first, not in time. Always gotta do that sometimes. Just give the runner a heads up. And that's gonna be driven to right field. And that'll be just over the wall. As he's able to beat that inside pitch to the spot. Did not get inside. And now it is a 5-1 game here. And Ramon Urias will continue his struggles on the season. Flies out to Jake Berger.
Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 5-1 ball
Huh.
game. You're watching Major
Oh,
League Baseball exclusively
damn.
on the show.
Alrighty.
Welcome back. Here's the
Battling
third baseman,
from
Jake
behind. Jake Berger
has
steps
just 6
in.
feet, 2 inches.
Hopefully we can get
27
something
years
going
old,
with him.
a
He's
former
been
first-round pick
struggling
back in
a lot.
2017.
Oh,
Foul
wow.
ball.
That's gonna be fouled off. 0-1, Dean Kramer
Now 1-1.
inside. Thought we were gonna be able to get to him early after a 1-out base hit in the first. We're not able to do that. Oh my goodness.
Makes the grab.
That's not gonna help anything. Not at all.
I can't say another
But
franchise does it better than
now we
Baltimore.
go.
Opening day ceremony, the players come in.
Tim
from
Anderson
the
trying to
outfield
get
through the
on
center
base
field
here.
wall, long orange carpet,
And
so many
he's
fans
able to
here.
get under
Just a
that.
great
Hit it
place.
well, but not well enough. As Austin Hayes moves back a little bit, makes the catch, and Edward Olivares will step on in. 197 average for him. So we're seeing a fair amount of our guys hit under 200 right now. So we will definitely be giving other opportunities to some guys we have in AAA. As Edward Olivares drives one out to the triples alley. As that's going to be in the corner. Oh, Cedric Mullins glitches through the wall. Very interesting, but we will take the double right there for Edward Olivares. As we're just trying to get something going. Battle from behind here. As Colton Wong drops one into center field. And Cedric comes in, makes the play. And that'll be it for the top of the third. And Austin Hayes steps in. Bombed a 3-run shot to left field in his last at-bat. Scraped over that wall. And now we go trying to just keep it a 4-run game as we get through these innings. I'm going to see if Paxton can get through 5 or 6. As he gets Hayes looking on the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in
Just
the
a
0-2 count.
little
Just a
bit
poor
in
at
the
bat.
zone inside. Nice 0-2 pitch. Now Santander will lace that one out to right field. Olivares stops it. Very shitty throw, but it's okay. And it's a 1-out base runner for Baltimore.
And he swings and misses at the initial
Mountcastle already 0 for 1 on the day.
Runner first with 1 out.
And that will be 1 for 2 as James Paxton hung the shit out of that. Driven out to left field. And that is the 3rd home run given up by Paxton on the game so far.
That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way.
Wow.
And it paid off for him in a big run.
Hung the fuck out of that. As soon as that left the hand, I could kind of tell that was not going to be a good pitch.
Well, no luck there.
So Adley now steps in, watches the first pitch fastball for a strike.
He's 0 for 1.
Trying to get him to swing at one outside the zone here. Not able to. But definitely need to do a little bit better pitch usage out of Paxton. But 7-1 game, we're definitely battling from behind here. And now Adley drives one into the gap. Extra base hit, number whatever for the Orioles.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Hate to see that. Aaron Hicks watches that one in for a strike.
And he pumps it a strike.
There's a nice cutter located on the black.
Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2 is going to be popped up on the pitcher's mound. Paxton will take it himself and make the play.
And there are 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the
Well,
heart of the plate.
we're not able to get a few runs by the 5th. I think the end of the 6th. I think it might be meaningful to maybe call it, simulate, see how the rest of the game goes, and then we can get into some minor league action. 0-2 to Jordan Westberg, and he pops one up. Zavala goes, makes the play easily by the on deck batter. And Mountcastle we get to see go yard once again. As Andrew Vaughn comes in, top of the 4th, seeing if he can get another base hit. Watches that one low for a ball, leading the team right now in doubles with 6. That's gonna be outside for a ball. But this is definitely not what we had in mind when we were gonna play this game, as that's gonna be out to right field. Santander goes over, makes the play. And now Zavala steps on in. 1 for 1 with an RBI on the day for him. Oh my goodness, and that's going to be popped up. Cedric comes in, makes the running play. That's a quick 2 outs. Benintendi, 293 average so far in the year, 0 for 2 on the day. And he's able to hit that one well. That'll go down the left field line into the corner. Benintendi will have a 2-out double. And we have a runner in scoring position here for Garrett Hampson. But I think I'm going to push Paxton through the 4th inning and then bring somebody in for the 5th and beyond. That's gonna be hit to short. Throw is on the money. And Gunnar Henderson will lead off for the Baltimore Orioles after making the play to end the inning. 56 pitches through 3 with 7 runs. Not exactly what we had in mind. But hopefully, oh, that was right there. Apparently the rain could play a factor, the announcers are saying, so he might end up getting a rain delay and basically having to take Paxton out because he won't have any energy. But Henderson 0 for 1 on the day, struggles mightily against lefties, and he will strike out in his 2nd at-bat. Top of the lineup, Cedric Mullins, home run in his last at-bat over the right field wall, scraping it basically. And the 1-0 now is just a little bit too far outside. Might just throw away this at bat. Ooh, much better pitch. The 2-1, trying to battle back in this count. Does just that as Cedric decides to swing at an awful pitch. The 2-2 is ground down to 3rd. Just foul. Trying to get the out here. Not able to, just a little bit high. And Ramon Urias will be on deck. As that is a inside cutter. Did not throw it there, but that's a nice spot to be. Now Urias will step in. A walk and a fly out.
Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
1 is way outside. 1-1 though, I should not have thrown this knuckleball. That knuckle curve for him just doesn't seem to work well. So that will be out number 3. Colton Wong makes the play, and Gavin Sheets will lead off for us in the top of the 5th. Gavin Sheets now steps in. 7-1 game. Oh my goodness. It's right there. He's hitting 387 so far against right-handed pitching.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
As we'll see him get some nice progression, I think, as we get into the next couple of weeks in this episode.
Which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
The 1-1.
Out towards right center.
That's going to be popped up. Cedric comes in and makes the play.
One down.
One out here, Jake Berger.
Jake Berger, outfield playing
He's
very deep, not wanting
He's struggled. That would be an understatement.
This one popped up. Orioles.
That one's my fault. All these pop-ups are my fault. Oh, very disappointing. Just not able to get the PCI there right now. Just get it there. But Tim Anderson steps on in. 0 for 2 on the day for him. Watches that one in for a strike at 94. Might simulate the rest of this game. As Tim knocks that one down the line, just foul, hitting the garage door. Able to get to that one and hit it. 0-2 is outside and up with that 88-mile-an-hour cutter. 60th pitch on the day. That's going to be blooped. Not far enough. Westberg goes out, makes the play.
Welcome back, and now it's Austin Hayes.
And I think we will end up simulating the rest of this game. That is going to do on the day for James Paxton. Gives up 8 runs on the day. Davis Martin will come in, eat some innings, hopefully keep this game close. Olivares gets a single, and Colton Wong grounds into a double play. We have back-to-back singles, and the run is stopped there. Davis Martin back-to-back walks, and a run scores on him, and he's able to get out of it. Russ in the top of the 7th. It's a easy inning for Dean Crane. As I'm probably just gonna have Davis Martin eat the rest of this game. Dylan Tate comes in, and Edward Olivares. Single, double, triple. Looking for that home run, but he will probably not get another at-bat. As Colton Wong singles and doesn't score Edward Olivares, but Andrew Vaughn does. And then 3 straight outs. That's no runs in that inning. Gavin Sheets, hot hitter. He grounds out. You're gonna bring, let's see, Keegan Aiken's a lefty. Moncada can swing it. Tim Anderson struggled, so let's give Jose Iglesias a shot. And he's gonna fly out. That's gonna do for this ball game. We're gonna lose 9-1 as James Paxton gives up 8 runs in 4+ innings. Davis Martin comes out of the pen, 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, so he had an okay outing out of the pen. Edward Olivares, a good touch point, 3 for 4. Brought that average up from a 197 to a 230 during this game. As Colton Wong keeps his above 300, and the bottom 4 of our lineup. The only real contributors, basically, middle of the lineup, were all duds besides Gavin Sheets. And now can get into some scouting stuff for this week, as we'll sim over the next week or so. So I think we'll scout Craig Randall, Richard Oliva, and then we'll see if there's anybody in the East that we can find. I think want to see if we can find some natural pop, and we can develop anything else if they have good potential. But after this week, I think we start looking at some reliever prospects. But let's get it through this next week and see how we get on. We end up only winning one over the week. 17 and 16 now, as we are coming down to earth from our hot start, it looks like. Let's see with the injury list. Oh, okay. Sebastian Rios. Elbow inflammation. In that case, we're going to move you to the 15. Can't really afford somebody getting a major injury. Would like to keep my top pitching prospects relatively healthy. So I'll do a quick change there and see who we got. Archie Witt and Peter Rivers. Archie Witt, 80. Might take a look at him for a week. Craig Randall, we see he's dropping on the board a little bit. Might not be the highest potential. Could have a really nice bat. Richard Oliva went down on the board a little bit too much for what I want. Let's see. So we don't have a lot of good pitching scouts, it seems. But that's okay. Let's take a look at, I think, switch hitting infielder. Is that such a thing? We have Phil Ryder. Mostly glove, I feel like. Some of these prospects are basically all built up on fielding. Interesting. Lynn Hayes, we scouted. He's got a pretty good bat. He could be our second round pick. Maybe good arm, good fielding stats over there at third. The power potential. Got Luis Fernandez, older prospect, switch hitter. He's very interesting, actually. Sal Potts, a good contact vision bat, not necessarily super fast. Shibuya went down on the board a good amount. Do Sal Potts. And let's scout Leaf pitchers international for a couple of weeks. Now let's see who we face over this next week. We get our season ending with Kansas City. We go against Cleveland and then Houston. That should be a good set of games, as we go 2 and 4 over the span. We're dropping to 19 and 20. We have Jonathan Cannon going on with back stiffness. He's given up a few more runs, but we're seeing a .88 ERA out of him so far. And we're also seeing some attributes increase. So let's take a look at some people. We see Jack Flaherty pitching alright so far, a 3.76. Getting some increase as well. Yanni Chirinos as well getting some increase. But let's check prospect-wise. Ricky is not having a great season so far in AA. Not exactly what we wanted to see. 4 ERA so far. Condo's getting some progression down there. Guerrero's a 54. It's getting some. But let's see. Noah Schultz is having a good season. And we have his K per 9 going down. Interesting. Let's check when it comes to the overall minor league system. We have Colson Montgomery seeing some contact increase, exactly what we wanted to see out of him. We have Cuero struggling a little bit, 230 average, 280 on base. I'm hoping that he's able to get up to about a 69 or a 70 this season, and maybe get some MLB at bats. Ramos we're seeing get a little bit. Schultz we looked at. What about Tucker? Ooh, Tucker is getting some nice increase in power so far. 7 home runs in 27 games. All basically solo shots. So I can understand why that power is going up. As we're seeing some nice overall increases by guys. Curtis Mead just seeing vision, discipline, and clutch. Jacob Gonzalez, a 342 average right now. Very, very impressive. Alec Thomas is up to a 350. He's seeing increases for a lot of stuff. He will probably get the call up in basically now. We'll check how Evan Carter is doing. We're seeing Ramon Ornelas get some very good progression. So you could see him maybe get some MLB at-bats this season. 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, a 323 average. What more could you want? Maybe a few less caught stealings. But overall, very good. Ben Joyce. He's got a 1.66 ERA. Let's see. How's DePaula? Contact going down. Oh, wow. Might have to send him down to AA. Yeah, I might have to send him down to AA. We shall see. Definitely an option. Addison Barger, seeing negatives across the board for him. Not exactly what we wanted to see. Evan Carter with that 161. He will go down to AAA. Alec Thomas will get the move on up. Moncada, a 175. Berger hitting a 200. So, with them batting a 175, we might look to give some opportunity to somebody in AAA. We can bring up Cesar Hernandez. Hopefully, let's see, does Moncada have options available? He does. I literally might DFA him though. Nobody would really want him with a 175 average. And I'm gonna send him down to AAA. Hopefully he can find himself a little bit. Cesar Hernandez will come up to the MLB level. Let's see how Gavin Sheets is doing. Let's see, there's Gavin Sheets, a 352 average. We're definitely seeing his hitting attributes progress. Contact, power, vision, discipline, amazing. He's off to a great start over the first month. He's got more walks than strikeouts. Can't ask for anything more than that. 283 from Andrew Vaughn as well. So it looks like a bunch of guys are playing well. Oh, James Paxton, a 7.32. You might look to take him out of the rotation. And then a Kopech with a 6.34. So, definitely seeing some struggles. I think I'll move Kopech into that long relief role. Give Davis Martin a few starts. He did very well for us last season. So, I think we can get into a minor league game. Kind of almost playing a full game. We won't do any pitching and stuff, but I feel like it's fun so we can see a lot of these guys and how they end up playing. Evan Carter is back in AAA. He will get at-bats. Jacob Gonzalez He deserves at-bats. Let's see. I guess Moncada can be at second. Gonna have him down in the lineup a bunch, though. Doesn't really deserve to be up. But see, these lineups don't necessarily matter because we're always playing with a DH. Looks like Jacob Gonzalez has not even been a starter. But it's okay as long as he's hitting well. That's what I care about. But let's see. Yon can stay on the bench against lefties. Yeah. But we see a lot of good averages in our AAA system right now. 323, 342. Vizcaino is at a 285. We see decreases somehow for him. 298 for Curtis Mead. Evan Carter is yet to hit. But into this game we go against Brandon Barrera, one of the top pitching prospects in the Blue Jays system. Lefty pitcher Jake Eder will get the start for us. We have a lot of lefties going for this game. Let's see. Is there... Oscar Colas can come out, and Moncada can actually hit against this lefty. But in we go. We are 24-14, most likely helped by all of the runs. Yep, we're third in a lot of the categories, first in on base, top in ERA for the AA level. So we're seeing our AAA team have a lot of success in their season, and that helps our prospects end up developing better, and we end up getting the opportunity to call them up as well. See a lot more fluctuation. As here we go against Brandon Barrera, not off to a great start for his season, but Ramon Ornelas, 11-game hit streak, 323 average. Wow, he's exactly what I wanted out of my first round pick, as he's gonna attack the first pitch, hit it up the middle, and that will be a leadoff base hit for us in the top of the first. And now Jacob Gonzalez will step on in. I love that scoreboard out in right field. I can see almost every one of his hitting stats as he hits that to center field. Not deep enough. Makes the grab easily. 2 pitches, 2 actions.
Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy swinging.
Addison Barger, 13 RBIs over the last 10 games. Looks like we're playing on Mother's Day as well. Got the pink bats. Only gonna do a couple of innings, I think, of batting. Ooh, nice pitch on the inner. Wow. But it's Vizcaino, our second round draft pick, I think. Yeah, he was our second round draft pick, number 50 in last year's draft. And he has hit very well so far in his first year. I definitely could have started him in AA, but I felt like with the bat that he has, he deserves to start in AAA. And nice changeup, and he can get almost to major league pitching, where we can see him against the highest level possible. And Barrera's attacking right now with the fastball, as Curtis Mead swings through that one. And the changeup is in a good spot. It was going to be a strike either way. Ramon Ornelas on the move, a ball in the dirt, the perfect one to run on. Third stolen base of the season. He is 3 for 9. Not exactly the success rate we're looking for.
that one inside.
Takes that one inside. Curtis Mead with 7 home runs though on the season, showing the pop a little bit more.
Just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much.
Only 1 double though. So we're seeing him, if he's gonna hit an extra base hit, it is strictly a home run.
Swing and a miss.
As Ferreira puts one low and away with the changeup, a nice pitch, and we're gonna strike out, fortunately. And Jake Eater will give up a hit and no runs. And Evan Carter will step on in as an 8-game hitting streak in AAA going back to last year.
Back to work.
And the first pitch to him is a curveball down for a ball. Got no information on the board for him. Should have say sucked at the MLB level this year. Hit around 150. He's just not able to get it going after he had an okay rookie bit last year when I called him up. And now Addison Barger. Somebody who I like the potential of in our organization. He can play all over the field. He has a very good arm. And hopefully he can develop his bat a little bit more, a little bit better fielding. So maybe he can become an everyday utility player, basically filling in the gaps. But the 1-1, taken up and inside for a ball. But I like what Barger can bring. There's a lot of things to like about the prospect depth in our organization. That's gonna be fouled off. Easy play for third. And now Jose De Paula had a decent struggle so far this season. 197 average. 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, 23 hits. Just trying to get something going. Swinging through that one. The 1-1 is a changeup in the zone. I feel like he is just not attacking the zone at all with fastballs. And he does throw it, fastball, a little low, hit well out to left field. Play is easily made. As Eder goes into his second inning of work, gives up a solo shot. And now Yon Moncada gets in AAA for the first time in 8 years, maybe.
This one in the air, right field.
Oh,
54 settles under this one.
Put that into right. Easy play.
And there's one down. Martin Cervenka, the next to hit.
And now Martin Cervenka. He's had a good year so far. 26 hits, 302 average.
And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10
Damn.
games.
He finally attacks with the fastball and I miss it. And there's a changeup. Good pitch. Basically the same spot.
Kicks and fires.
Now the 0-2. And does not get the call. A little bit inside. He wanted to check and make sure. And here's the pitch. And Cervenka will hit it and caught. That'll be brought in by the second baseman. Just not hit hard enough. Ornelas hits again. 1 for 1 already on the day. Raises that average. That's 43 hits on the season. 23 runs as well. So he's doing a little bit of everything so far at the AAA level. He's showing that he really wants to be at the next level as soon as possible. That's gonna be an easy play. Play is made. Eder out for the bottom of the third. Gives up another run on a couple of hits and a walk. And now Gonzalez will step on in. 27 hits on the year. 4 home runs. He had a great year last year, basically hit 300 for the whole AAA season. Saw him go from a 64 to a 69. As we just missed that one. Lifted into center field and an easy play. This or next inning might be our last inning in this game. Oh my goodness. But Barrera is definitely showing his best stuff so far this game. That play is made behind his back. Vizcaino is set down. And now Curtis Mead will try to get something going with 2 outs. And he does just that as he hooks that one over to third base. Gonna have a stand-up double, and we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs now. And Evan Carter steps in, trying to get his first AAA hit and RBI of the season. And it was right there. That's very unfortunate. 0-1. 0 for 1. That's going to be hit well to short. Easy play. And that will be the third out. Addison Barger now. He's been an everyday guy so far in AAA. I haven't been too impressed with what he can bring, with what he has done in terms of production so far, but there's definitely time to see as he puts that one into left. Play is made, 1 out. And now DePaula. Not really sure what to do about him. Whether to send him down to Double-A, whether to give him a week or so on the bench. There's a few options. As he drives that one deep to right field, and that's gone. As soon as I was talking about it, he says, hold on, let me get rolling. As we get on the board, DePaula's able to hit that one out into right field. 4th home run on the season. And he just got to that inside pitch just enough. And Brandon Barrera knew it off the bat.
1 out, base is empty. And now Yohan Moncada.
And now Moncada steps on in.
High fly ball lifted into air right field.
That's gonna be out to right. Easy play. That'll be out number 2. And I think that is how we will sim to the end of the game. We'll see how it goes from the outside point of view. We'll let our assistant coach make decisions. Or I guess our bench coach. Still a 2-1 game here late. Ben Joyce comes out and gets a 3 straight punchies. Exactly what you want. And we were able to get runs in the top of the 9th. Oh my goodness. Anthony Castro is able to close it out as the Charlotte Knights have a nice come from behind victory. And that's a hell of a ball game for the Charlotte Knights. Coming back in the 9th, Ben Joyce gets his 2nd win of the season after striking out the side. As we see the highlight reel, we go through it. That was a great game by our guys in the 9th inning. It was fun being able to hit with the whole lineup as well. See a few guys' stance, get a feel for how they'll play. And that is definitely gonna be the thumbnail of today's video. DePaula's solo shot down the line to get our scoring started for the day. But that was fun. That was a great time. I always enjoy jumping in, seeing our prospects, seeing how people play. But check into the scouting real quick. As we see Sal Potts, switch hitter, 4-year junior. Let's switch. He's got good bat potential, good vision, discipline. He can be an okay fielder to an elite fielder. $1.1 million. That's... Craig Randall slips down our board. Let's take a look at some relief pitchers. Michigan. It looks like a lot of these relief pitchers are outside of the international. I feel like scouting the relievers always sends them farther down our board anyway, but it is very important, especially later in the draft when we need bullpen arms. So let's see. Let's look at some. Yeah, I think we are all set at catcher. Jody Connor, though, looks like he could be a stud. Good contact versus righties, switch hitter, very good vision. He's gone up as well, so I guess we'll take a look at him. Reed Uribe will most likely go 1-1. I'm not sure how good he is. We'll see in a few episodes when those ratings come out. Let's see. Let's see if we can see any good risers on our board. Luis Fernandez is still sitting there asking for me to just pick him. Just scout me, buddy. I'll probably do that later, closer to draft time. But we got Shane Gilly moving up on the board as well. He's a better fielder, so I'm not too interested. Let's see. Always tough to just find these guys that'll make an impact. Outfield is definitely somewhere I want to get a couple of better prospects. I have Evan Carter, I have Ramon Ornelas, but you just never know, especially with Carter's super slumpy start to this season. Someone like Will Daniels, not going to be an elite fielder. I can work on that. He could be exactly what I'm looking for. Super fast, and maybe I just continuously work on his fielding. Let's see, so 38 people scouted, so I'll just leave that there. I'll put our... But let's simulate... let's see in these series. But looking at the division right now, Minnesota and Cleveland are tied. We are back by 1.5. Detroit down by 2, and Kansas City is 5.5 out. Let's see, just making sure people can get at bats is make sure Alek Thomas does not hit versus lefties. But Edward Olivares can yeah, I'd rather have Olivares. No, he can definitely be on the bench, could be our outfield depth. Him and Andrew Vaughn can switch off of DH and stuff. But Alek Thomas back in the majors. Jake Berger will definitely slide down. Garrett Hampson has been slumping recently, down to a 2.02 average. So maybe Colton Wong will slide up. Andrew Vaughn. So, a lot of moving parts going on, but I think we'll simulate a week. We can go against the Twins in the next episode, I think. I think that's the best way to do it. Let's simulate over the next week. See how we do, as we have some division games. And we take 1 from the Twins. We take 2 from Miami. Let's check out our injury list real quick. Brooks Baldwin, inflamed hip. Sebastian Rios is going to come off of the 15-day. Wanted to keep him on. Elbow inflammation, you never know. It's kind of crazy how this game doesn't have like Tommy John surgery and stuff like that that can actually keep players out for like a year or so, because that is a real part of baseball. But you see here, Jody Connor with a huge jump up on our board. Was 35 and is now 10th. You see he could have elite fielding, a very good contact bat, and very good vision. That makes it, that's very interesting. There's a lot to like right there. Ooh. Let's see, John Rivers, switch hitter, power, speed, contact is low, but that can be developed. We'll definitely be scouting you. And relief pitcher wise, I think we do just maybe 2 weeks, 2 more weeks on relief pitchers. And then look at more relievers, look at late round options. But right now we are 23-22, 2.5 games out of the division. Very, very mediocre so far this season. Kind of what I expected, but we started off so hot that I expected, you know, us to maybe ride that wave for a little bit longer. Looking through the top prospect list, Sebastian Rios gets bumped from the #1 spot. Probably deservingly so, as Jackson Holliday will definitely be moving to the major league level this season. We see Ricky Tideman at 13, down to a 3.8 ERA. Coulson Montgomery, I think he's down from what he was before, 2.56 average. Jacob Wilson, Thomas Vega for the Athletics, 2 good prospects. He should get some major league time this year, I think. We have Arnold Kondo, who's so far out, we're not going to see him play AA baseball for another 2 or 3 years, probably. Edgar Quero, 66 overall, switch hitting. Like, if we went after Judy Connor, he's exactly what Edgar Quero is, kind of, with a little bit more contact. So, it'll be interesting. Jacob Gonzalez has gone up to 41, probably due to his great start to the season with a 3.16 average. So, nice to see a bunch of our prospects making waves. We've had some guys go in and go out. There's a few guys I don't think should be on the list, like Arnold Kondo, that are on it just based off pure potential, but he's a 52 overall. But that will do for this episode. We got murdered in Camden Yards, so I can't really say it was a showdown. But we're less than 2 months from draft day. We next episode we'll play a division game against the Minnesota Twins. probably against Joe Ryan. He's definitely their best pitcher. Griffin Canning having a good year so far as well, though. But definitely looking forward to getting into that in the next episode. And going forward, we'll see how things go. But don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, let me know your feedback and anything you'd want to see as we go through the series. But until then, we gone!